welcome to another episode of Playing Card Maths. Today we will be playing a game called Blast 1000, and in this game the purpose is for children to learn to count backwards and forwards in tens from 100 to 1000. So to play today you will need a pack of playing cards, a pencil for each player, and a grid drawn up like this one. So at the bottom we have 100, at the top we have 1000, we have 8 rows, and we have zeros written into this column. So if you've watched our other videos, you will know that we've talked about place value before. So you could imagine that this column is the hundreds column, this column is the tens column, and this is the ones column. Now in this game, every number has 0 ones. Okay, so to get started, you'll need to take out your picture cards and your number 10 cards from your pack and put them somewhere else. Okay, now what we're going to do, give it a little shuffle.
A few moments later.
So the aim of Blast 1000 is to arrange the numbers that you create in order from 100 up to 1000. And you're going to get your numbers from the cards. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw 2 cards, and I have a 2 and a 4. So you're going to add an imaginary 0 on the end. So that number could be 240, or it could be 420. So the value of the number changes based on the position of the numbers. That's place value. So I could start off, maybe I'll choose 420 and I'll write that. Now let me think, 100 to 1000, halfway to 1000 is 500. So 420 would be a little bit below half. So I might position my number, so half would be around about here. So if I put 420 in here, that would be a good space. Now what happens is once you start filling in your numbers, you might come up with a number that just doesn't fit in this grid, no matter how much you arrange it. And if that's the case, then you miss a turn. That's just the way the game works. The object is to fill all your numbers in first. You're competing against your other amazing person in your family or your household, so you need to be the first one to complete your grid to 1000. So I've done that, I've had my turn, so now it's Jack's turn.
Hello.
So you take 2 cards, Jack.
Oh, a 9 and a 7. I'm going to put that one up here. And a 7.
So Jack, why did you choose to put 970 there? Can you see where we've put it? Why did you choose to put that one there?
9 is the highest digit you can get in the pile.
Ah, thank you, Jack. So you've placed it because it's closer to 1000.
Yes.
So for the adults that are watching along with this video, you could prompt your child as well by asking them, for example, Jack, what is 10 more than 970?
Oh, 980.
And what's 10 less than 970?
960.
Great. So that's just a couple of questions you could throw in there to increase their understanding of counting in tens. Okay, so my turn. Ooh, so remember ace equals 1. So I have a 5 and a 1. I could choose to do 150, remember that imaginary 0? Or I could choose to do 510. Well, I've already got a 400 number, so I need a 500 number in the middle. So I'll make 510 here in the middle. Can you see that?
Alright, so now my turn. And I have another 9, but a 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 290.
So Jack, why did you choose to put your number here?
Well, because 200 is closer to 100.
Oh, okay. Great. I have a 9 and a 2. I might make that into 920 so I can put it at the top because that one is closer to 1,000.
Five and 7. Then I'm going to put 750.
Okay, so I think we'll stop there for the purposes of teaching you how to play this game. I think this will help you. Remember, the first person to complete their grid first is the winner, and if you can't fit a number in, once your grid starts to get full, then you miss a turn. So have a lot of fun with that game, and thanks again, boys, for helping Mum out with these videos. And I hope you're enjoying them at home. Ka kite!
See ya! Bye!